As usual, I'm reading a translation. This is the Stone Edition Tanakh, and I have no permission from the vendor. Okay. Now the serpent was cunning beyond any beast of the field that Hashem, God, had made. He said to the woman, "Did perhaps God say, 'You shall not eat any tree of the garden'?" The woman said to the serpent, I'm not a very good reader, am I? The woman said to the serpent, "Of the fruit of any tree of the garden we may eat. Of the fruit of the tree which is in the center of the garden, God said, 'You shall neither eat it nor touch it, lest you die.'" The serpent said to the woman, "You will not surely die, for God knows that on the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and bad." The woman perceived that the tree was good for eating, and that it was a delight to the eyes, and that the tree was desirable as a means to wisdom. And she took of its fruit and ate, and she gave also to her husband with her, and he ate. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they realized that they were naked, and they sewed together a fig leaf and made themselves aprons. They heard the sound of Hashem God manifesting itself in the garden toward evening, and the man and his wife hid from Hashem God among the trees of the garden. Hashem God called out to the man and said to him, "Where are you?" He said, "I am here. The sound of you in the garden, and I heard the sound of you in the garden, and I was afraid because I am naked, so I hid." And he said, "Who told you that you are naked? Have you eaten of the tree from which I commanded you not to eat?" have you eat? The man said, The woman whom you gave to me, you gave to be with me. The woman who you gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I ate. And Hashem God said to the woman, What is this that you have done? The woman said, The serpent deceived me, and I ate. And Hashem God said to the serpent, Because you have done this, accursed are you beyond all the cattle and beyond all beasts of the field. Upon your belly shall you go, and dust shall you eat all the days of your life. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He will pound your head, and you will bite his heel. To the woman he said, I will greatly increase your suffering and your childbearing. In pain shall you bear children. Yet your craving shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. To Adam he said, Because you listened to the voice of your wife, and ate of the tree about which I commanded you, saying, You shall not eat of it. Accursed is the ground because of you. Through suffering shall you eat of it all the days of your life. Thorns and thistles shall sprout for you, and you shall eat the herb of the field. By the sweat of your brow shall you eat bread until you return to the garden from which you were taken. For you are dust. For you are dust, and to dust shall you return. Ooh. The man called to his wife. The man called his wife's name Eve. Sorry about that. Because she had become the mother of all living. And Hashem God made for Adam and his wife garments of skin, and he clothed them. And Hashem God said, Behold, man has become like the unique one among us, knowing good and bad. And now lest he put his hand forth and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever. So Hashem, God, banished him from the Garden of Eden to work the soil from which he was taken. And having driven out the man, he stationed at the east of the Garden of Eden the cherubim and the flame of the ever-turning sword to guard the way to the tree of life. Okay, I didn't read that very well. I'm sorry, but that's it. At least for today.